Welcome to the Portiuncula of the Poor Sisters of St. Clare in Omaha. I'm Sister Teresina, and in 2008, we stepped out in faith for the groundbreaking on this little portion of land at Mount Michael. Behind me right now is a tower with a bell that was done in France, and I wish to inform you that this bell tower, which will also have a cross on top of it, is sponsored by the Archdiocese of Omaha. Right now, let me bring you to the left-hand corner of the tower, the horizontal corner. It is the main door of the monastery. This portion of the guest area is imperative for us. It is one of the reasons we had to build a monastery, to provide this area. We need a place for the number of those who desire to come for spiritual direction. There are the two parlors for those who wish to come and speak to a sister. And then there are guest rooms available for young ladies who wish to come for a weekend of prayer or to discern whether they are called to the Poor Clare life, a prayer life at the service of God's people. We will be open to receive those who wish to have periods of silence and prayer, which is so important to our life. This is the upper room where guests can partake of their meals. And on the opposite side, we have what we call Jacob's Well. Remember that Jacob's Well is where Jesus met the Samaritan woman, where here in the monastery, we will have the telephone and computer at the service of the guests. This door is the door of enclosure. It is the boundary between the guest area and the portion reserved to the contemplative Poor Clare sisters. Let me show you what we have inside the enclosure. I welcome you to Nazareth, the office of the abbess, where the abbess serves her sisters to grow in wisdom and grace before God and men, as it was with Jesus. Just like in many of your homes, we do have a family room in the monastery where we gather in the evenings for recreation. It opens to God's creation. Our dining room is Cana, where Jesus changed water into wine, and beside it is Galilee. On this upper level, we have the names of the saints and blessed Poor Clare sisters, as well as 3 of the secular Franciscans already canonized. There are 5 rooms on the other end reserved just for the formation, for postulants and novices, and the rest are for the professed sisters. Why is there more than the number of professed sisters? One reason to build a new monastery is to have the opportunity to welcome more members, so that there would be many more Poor Clare sisters to be of service to all of those in need of God, in need of silence, to all of those who hunger for healing, forgiveness, peace, light, joy, comfort for those who grieve, hope for those who are depressed. we are here to be of service to God's people. Of the 18 bedrooms of the sisters, 6 are already sponsored. And so there are many more than 6 waiting for sponsors to come up. This is the south wall of the chapel. When I made my appeal to the parishes in 2008 and 2009, I made a promise that the parishes supporting this building project will have their names inscribed on stone in the chapel of the Portiuncula, and generations of poor Clare sisters will remember with gratitude the support you have given. This is the chapel of the Portiuncula, where we can invite you to join us for the celebration of the Eucharist, Eucharistic adoration, or for prayer at any time of the week. Behind would be the painting of the investiture of St. Clare, from wall to wall, ceiling to floor. That investiture took place in the Portiuncula of Assisi. There will be the painting of the Annunciation, a copy of what is found inside the Portiuncula, and the Crucifix of San Damiano, where Jesus spoke to Francis, giving him the mission to rebuild the church. Where are we today in this project of the new monastery? We have brought to conclusion the first stage or phase, and we are starting a second phase. It is in this second phase that we will try to reach out one more time to those who will be touched by the Lord, to give a gift to Him to complete this dwelling place of God for His people. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the Portiuncula. Nothing of what we have seen together would have been possible without the help of the many of you who have sponsored facilities of this Portiuncula, who have made pledges, who continue to give to this building project. Our Portiuncula journey is a journey of faith. And if faith is a personal relationship with God, on this year of faith, I can attest that our Portiuncula journey, for me personally, is a deepening of that personal relationship with God, as well as with God's people, so many of whom I lift to Him in prayer. God love you and bless you.